Where'd you find this?
It's ITCH4INFO, week 15. We're here. I'm Ali Pitt. I'm your host with my best friend, my egg, my
best friend.
Well, you know, the best co friend. He's an X for a reason.
He's an X for a reason. That's a strong statement. You're not my best friend. I'll say that on camera. I'm sorry to hurt you like that. All right.
You know, you need the effect of hello.
But this week we've got a live guest. We have a live guest again.
Yeah.
Last week live guest was good. This one I'm expecting to be better.
Wow,
I'm
a big
expecting
statement.
to be better. So we're going to go with that. Big news on Ipswich this week. Cook sacked. Cook gone. Cook cooked.
Cooked.
Fried, cook baked, whatever you want. Cook is gone.
Put in the bin.
The fat scouse has gone.
Ashton had enough.
All right.
And so did the
The
owners.
season ticket holder sat here and said Cook was a man to take us up. Well, he clearly
did.
isn't, because he's gone.
He did.
Right.
You are also the one who said you wanted it. You said he's
I
not.
wanted
He's
him
not the
gone.
guy. Yeah.
I said he wasn't the guy.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
isn't the guy. So I've been proved right on that. Another thing I got right. Yeah. But we'll talk about Ipswich in a little bit. We're just going to run through a little bit of Premier League, a little bit of Liverpool, a little bit of United.
Yeah.
So Liverpool, good week for them this week again.
That
1-0.
sounded so hard.
1-0, no. 1-0 against Wolves.
Yeah.
Big Divock Origi.
Big
at the end.
Divock Origi.
Good goal. Milan the other night.
Big
2-1.
Divock Origi.
6 out of 6.
Yeah.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Respect to them. United, Ralph Ragnick at the wheel. Nearly called him Rag. You know. 1-0 against Palace. Struggled through. Frederick with the goal. Good goal. Good
Very good
performance. Young boys the other night. They did play the young boys.
Yeah, they
against
did.
young boys.
Yeah. I see.
Charlie Savage.
Yeah, he got come on, didn't he? Robbie Savage got to introduce him in.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. He's playing a different formation. It's a little bit all over the place at times, but it's better. It's better than what it was.
Sticking with a bit of United. Obviously, the change since Ollie's gone. Obviously, Carrick had 2 wins.
2 wins, 1
2
draw.
wins.
Yeah,
1 draw.
unbeaten.
And Ragnick's obviously got a draw and a win.
Unbeaten.
Obviously, he played the young lads.
Yeah.
Can you see it going forward?
Yes, definitely.
Is it
100%.
looking better?
They're not actually playing a top 6 side, I think, till March.
Right, okay.
That is a stat that was read out. So
Okay.
anyone who loves a stat, there's a stat for you. United this weekend is Norwich away.
Yeah.
Up the Not up the Norwich.
I was going to say.
Liverpool, 3 o'clock kickoff
Yep.
against
Villa.
Gerrard's return.
Gerrard's return to Anfield.
It'd be lovely to see Gerrard get a 3 points there.
We'll see,
I'll
we'll
be
see.
honest.
I won't go that far.
Yeah, emotional return for him.
Yeah.
He's doing well so far. But mainly that's it for the Premier League.
Yeah.
Touching on the Champions League, the teams that have gone through. United and Liverpool both qualified. Chelsea qualified after getting beat last night, unfortunately. But 3
Chelsea
English
didn't
teams.
get beat, they drew.
They drew.
3-3.
Edit that. I didn't check the results.
He didn't check his study.
I didn't check the study. So, obviously at the weekend, WESTHAM beat Chelsea. Good result for them.
Yeah, very good result. Good result for the top of the table as well.
More coming up on West Ham later. More coming up. Spurs, resurgent. Villa doing well under Gerrard.
Yeah.
Villa doing very well under Gerrard.
Oh.
And Everton Arsenal, very good game the other night.
Very good game. We watched bits of it.
Obviously, there was a lot of Arsenal talk last week. Arsenal couldn't even beat Man United at their lowest, and then they went and got beaten by Everton straight after. So
This is Arsenal we're talking about.
Yeah. You wanted to talk about the Championship last week. Didn't really have a big mention on it.
Yeah.
But Championship, obviously, at the top, very tight. Fulham.
Fulham
Followed
Bournemouth
by-
played recently, didn't
Yeah,
they?
by
1-1.
Bournemouth. Yeah. Fulham, Bournemouth played. Yeah. Fulham top, Bournemouth second. Third is... Who's third now?
West Brom?
No,
No, it's not, is it?
It's... I've got it written
Is it
down.
No, it's not QPR either, is it?
It is. Yeah, it is West Brom.
Is it West Brom, is it?
Blackburn, QPR, Stoke, Coventry, Millwall. Very tight in the playoffs. Very tight in the Championship. Be interesting to look at that throughout the season. Right. So we've ran through all that. We want to talk about Ipswich. Gone.
Big segment on Ipswich.
Gone. I mean, do you agree with the decision after the 0-0 draw against Barrow in the Cup?
I mean, it's a disappointing result, isn't it? So, yes, I do agree with the decision that something needed to change, something had to give.
Yep.
Was it mainly Cook the issue? Clearly, from the next result against Charlton losing 2-0,
Yep.
maybe the players are a bit to blame too.
Yeah, I mean, Charlton 2-0, season ticket holder was there.
Yeah.
He attended.
We had a lot of people we know who was in attendance.
I mean, there was a stat given about the season ticket holder Ipswich over this, but he's yet to see an away goal. He's travelled all the way to Sunderland and all the way to Charlton, yet to see a goal. Ipswich over that, so that's why I'm debating that.
That's this season.
I hope
That's
he does
this
see a
season.
goal.
That's
I
this
hope he
season.
does see a goal. But there was a lot of abuse at the end for the players.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe rightfully so back and forward, but the guy who jumped on the pitch and pushed Walton, I think that's a bit disrespectful and too far. A lot of people saying Walton saved them from a thrashing.
Yep.
So, very disrespectful to go and push that guy.
Obviously, we were flicking it on and off with,
we were,
with the Scouse.
Yeah.
And Walton made a hell of a save when we were watching.
Yeah, he did.
But, I mean, I've seen different angles of the melee or the stuff that ensued. From me, the first couple of angles I saw, I thought it was nothing. But the third one, I mean, they were really going at the players.
Oh, yeah.
Really going at them. I know they pay their money, and I know they have the right to say, express their opinions, but some of the abuse is borderline for me.
Too far.
Yeah, too
far.
Especially when it gets physical and like that.
Toto obviously came out and apologised.
Apologised,
yeah. Whether he wrote it or not.
The club wrote that.
Of course they did, but we can't say that, so,
that was premeditated. Just like the McGreal situation, that was premeditated.
Well,
Mr. Cook
Again, we can't say it was premeditated, but our thoughts are that it's premeditated.
Mr. Cook knew that the stove had been turned on and he was about to be cooked and got rid of.
He was getting fried.
Simple as that, he was. But obviously McGreal at the wheel, lost the other night. Who do you think is actually going to take over Ipswich?
Do you know what? I've got no idea who's going to take over Ipswich. I've seen a lot of people linked. My thoughts as someone young, hungry like Lamps, Terry, that would be a lovely little link up. Obviously, you had your thoughts on Terry yourself, but we'll leave it at that.
I won't express that.
We won't express that. Lamps, Terry, or I think we should be looking more foreign, like lower leagues, bring someone in who's Italian, German, French, Dutch, anyone like that, Polish. You know, maybe not Polish. I don't know what they're like, to be fair, so I can't really say.
Don't edit that. Let them go at him. Let them go after him. I won't save him. I'm gonna actually I wanted a prediction from you.
Okay, if I'm gonna predict someone.
Or how about this? You tell me who you want it to be, and then tell me who you think it will be.
Okay, I'd want it to be Lamps and Terry.
All right, you want Lamps and Terry.
I think
joint management.
Lamps the manager, Terry, the assistant.
He left Villa for a reason.
Maybe, but the two played together, the two like each other, the two could...
But realistically, is he going to go from Villa as assistant manager, drop down to League One?
Is Lampard going to go from Chelsea? Well, I know he got sacked, but is he going to go from Chelsea all the way to League One?
I'm talking about John Terry here, dropping down to League One.
No, of course he's not. You said, who do I want to be there? You didn't say who do I realistically think is going to be there.
Realistically, who do you think is going to be there?
Someone like Frank Yallop.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I think it'll be somebody like Frank Yallop. Yeah. The random names just linked. Yeah. Me personally, Michael Appleton or Carl Robinson.
Well, Tony Mowbray's been linked heavily today, but I want to talk about this because
it's a pipe dream.
I was on Twitter, wasn't I? On
YouTube.
Yeah, speaking to loads of Town fans, and they genuinely. There's Town fans that believe that we could persuade. I'm going to say this here. If we do, I'll get him tattooed on my back somewhere. His face tattooed on my back. They think they're going to... Tony Mowbray. They think we're going to persuade Tony Mowbray to leave 4th place Blackburn in the Championship to come to a struggling League One team right now.
And ironically, that wouldn't be your worst tattoo. Ironically, it wouldn't be. I don't know if many people have seen Pikachu, but it wouldn't be your worst tattoo. Some of the names mentioned, I'm just going to read a few of them I need to see. Warnock was mentioned, Lampard, McGreal and Klug, Monk, Coleman, Liam Manning, Tony Mowbray, Neil Lennon, Frank Yallop, McGreal by himself, Bellamy and Company was mentioned by the travelling Craig Bellamy, Appleton and Robinson. Their names have been mentioned. The most popular on there is Neil Warnock and Frank Lampard, followed by Liam Manning. For me, I mean, we had a discussion this morning, Neil Warnock to the end of the season, but it's not an interim job, it's a project.
Yeah,
whoever comes in needs to be the manager that takes it.
It's a long-term project, and you've got to be there from now
at the very least.
Work for it.
Yeah, at the very least. I mean, that really wraps up for now. We've sort of predicted. Ipswich this weekend, they are playing away at...
No, they're playing Barrow.
Barrow again.
Yeah,
In the cup
in the cup. That's the replay.
at the weekend.
I believe so.
I didn't check the next fixture. Terrible. Do you think they beat Barrow?
Do you know what, mate? It's on TV.
It's on TV.
Ipswich have a TV curse.
Well,
A big TV curse. But yeah, let's go and win. Come
let's
on,
go
boys.
and win.
Come on, big John McGreal.
But for now, that's all we've got. For now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're gonna bring the guest in, and we're gonna take it from there.
We're going to be itch. So we're back. We've got a guest. Clearly a West Ham fan for some reason. We'll maybe find out. But I'm going to let you do the introduction this week.
This guest is called Matty Gash. Welcome to the pod. The second person to drink on the pod. I'll have that be known.
Yeah.
You're still yet to have a drink.
Don't drink.
We're going to cut to the chase. We're going to get straight into it. I'm going to ask you a few questions, right? So we're just going to run through some questions. So this footballer played for Republic of Ireland and then he switched allegiances to England.
Right.
And he plays for West Ham. So what footballer am I talking about?
Declan Rice, man.
It is! Declan Rice. Okay, so the other question I have, this footballer played for Chelsea as a youth player and he's now captain of West Ham. He's the captain.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
Clearly a very good West Ham fan we've got here.
I'm not going to ask a third. Tell us the story. If you had a favourite player, who would it be for West Ham? Would it be Declan Rice?
I think so, yeah.
And is there a story behind Declan Rice? Is there a story you wish to tell?
I mean, not sure that I wish to tell it.
No.
Is this before the watershed? Or
It's before, after, whatever it needs to be.
Yeah, so I went on a night out with a friend, went for a few drinks.
Yeah.
In town, as you do.
Yeah.
And just, went a bit far. Went back to his flat just for a few more drinks, bit of a sesh, and kind of woke up the next day in not a lot else but a West Ham top with Declan Rice's number.
Declan Rice's number.
Yeah, on the back.
And
Yeah.
since then, you've really been into West Ham and Declan Rice, like
Yeah.
they're your team.
Yeah, I'd say so. We had a few more friendly matches after that, but
Yeah.
it's been, I think he's hung up his boots now.
He's
so.
He's gone for an early shower.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Obviously, you're West Ham,
Yeah.
or West Spam as you like to call
Yeah,
it.
West Ham, yeah. Not a big fan.
He's not a big fan.
Not a
Why?
big
Why are you
fan.
not a big fan?
There's many reasons.
Obviously, they're
one,
the only team to beat Liverpool this season.
yeah, they are the only team to beat Liverpool this season. Not a reason why I don't like it is kind of, but they punished Ipswich in the playoffs.
Many times.
Yeah, many times in the Championship. And there's other reasons I can't release on the pod.
You can't release
I
them on the
cannot
pod.
release on the
Why?
pod.
I just told that. I told
can't
that shame
release.
story.
I cannot release on the pod,
Is there
unfortunately.
any story? You're saying stories, not just story.
There's a
stories.
story.
There's a story.
Is it
Yeah.
as bad as the one that I just told?
No.
Oh.
It's not as bad, but you can't tell it.
I can't release it on the pod, I'm sorry.
Not on the pod, but will you release it off air?
Yeah. Can I hear about it afterwards? I
Maybe.
just want to know what you think of it.
I think maybe we could stick a poll up and see if people can speculate about what we're talking about.
One person will know exactly what it is.
One person.
One person.
Is it Declan Rice?
No, it's not Declan Rice, no.
But you're West Ham, but you're from a family of gooners, as you say.
Well, I'm from a background of
Background.
exes.
Exes,
Exes
not
are all
family.
gooners, yeah.
Is there a team in the family?
Not really.
Probably Town, to be fair.
Yeah,
Ipswich,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Upper Town,
Yeah.
so that's good. But yeah, I mean, you don't know a massive amount of football.
Oh God, no, not really. To be fair, most of my knowledge came from, like, if I was ever stuck for a reason to start a row when I got home, I'd listen to the sports commentary on the radio and just sort of try and pick up a few key phrases to regurgitate when I got in, and say things like, how is it they had 71 possession of the ball and still had to settle on a draw.
Oh, this is brilliant.
No business to be saying it, no idea what I was talking about, but
Do
yeah.
you know who the England manager is? Obviously, we had the summer of the Euros where everyone was really into England. Obviously, if we give you his first name, Gareth, do you know this?
Oh, Southgate.
Gareth,
Yes,
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And then who would you say is the most famous footballer that you know, like that you've known throughout your life?
Throughout my life?
Yeah, like
Like, what's one name that pops in your head
when you think of football?
Like Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry,
Yeah,
okay.
Thierry Henry.
So clearly the X's worked on
Yeah.
that. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
You're possibly the most famous player to ever wear the Arsenal shirt, I would say.
Yeah. Potentially, yeah.
Obviously, we ran the poll last week with the Hendo and the Henry.
Come on, mate. Just a point. Everybody knows the most famous number 14 is Jordan Henderson. Obviously, I'm only joking.
Yeah, it can't be. I mean, he'd probably end up with more Premier League titles than him.
Potentially, you never know.
He's going, so, yeah. But, I mean, any other questions you want to ask?
I'm good. I've got a lot out of this. I'm not going to lie. I've got a lot out of this.
Random football question that you've got. How about we get this?
Hold on. Who's Ipswich Town's captain? She hasn't got a clue.
No.
Not a clue. And I mean, I wouldn't be celebrating that captain.
What I was just asking.
Given a 2 this week against Charlton. Yeah. But where do you think West Ham are going to finish this year? So at the moment they're what? Fourth?
They are fourth.
So they're 4th out of 20, and there's how many games to go? I'd say 20.
A good 20.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
They're
4
doing-
out of
they're
20,
not
they're doing well.
He's got a bet on.
They're doing very well.
He has got a bet on.
Like an
with,
accumulator or?
No,
No.
with one of the guys we play football at Wednesday.
Yeah.
He's bet him
BTEC Baresi.
that West Ham won't finish in the top 4.
Yeah.
And the guy's saying that West Ham will finish in the top 4.
Yeah, I think they're going to finish in the top 4.
She thinks they're going to finish in the top 4.
Do you want to make a bet?
Yeah, go on then.
Oh!
How much? I know, but is it like, are we talking tiddlywinks, like we're putting in a
We're
pound?
not tiddlywinks. I don't bet
is it big money?
tiddlywinks. I don't bet tiddlywinks. I
He's
said it on the first
a
one.
£30.
It was 30 quid. I tried to up it to 50.
But
And
he
I
said
honour
no.
my bets.
Yeah, but I'm a poor student, so I could maybe chuck in a tenner.
Alright, we'll go tenner. We'll go tenner on that.
I
£10.
reckon
That's the bet.
Confirmed. It's
don't wanna jump in
confirmed.
on the
I'm a
bet.
witness, and so is many other people who are going to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bet. It's a bet.
It's a bet.
You should always stick to your bets. People need to learn that.
So that was the guest. I want to say thank you to Matty Gash. Matty Gash.
And Matty Gash on the pod. We weren't going to do rate that position, but we are going to do it.
You are going to do
Yeah,
it.
we're
Not
gonna do it.
see this is
Best right winger in the world, Mo Salah. He's in agreement. That's done. We'll get that swept out the rug so he doesn't go on about Mo Salah the whole time. We ain't got time for that this week. Shout outs. Any shout outs? I have one person who's asked me to shout out. Shout out Big Pezza in Watton. Personal shout out for him. I gave him a group shout out last week. He's asked for a personal one this week.
Okay.
So there's the shout out. Obviously, shout out the normal lot. Everybody itching. Everybody who was engaged with us on ITCH4INFO this week. More of that will be happening. But all I'd ask is when we're talking to them, you put your name when you're putting your opinion, because I always put mine when I'm saying mine. Because I saw messages this morning, I was like, what the hell?
Hold on a minute. You started these messages.
Yeah, I started them, and then you jumped in, and then I checked them again. I hadn't even seen them. So just we love the engagement. We love the people giving us names and stuff like that. Obviously, we want to get more on the pod. Next week is the Christmas special.
Whoa!
Next week is the Christmas special. 'Cause
Yeah.
the week after,
Let's go.
we probably won't have a pod the week after.
That is early to be announcing that. He's
Well,
cut that out.
Christmas special's coming.
Yeah, we'll cut that out, Chunk. We can't do that.
Why?
We're gonna put it out a couple of days before on like a thing that's gonna be like Christmas special,
Yeah.
like
Right.
record it on Thursday and not tell anyone.
Just
Yeah.
it's
I want you all
just-
to have Christmas jumpers on with like the fucking lights on and everything.
Pardon.
Yeah, I'm itching.
Right, okay, what did you finish on before that?
Can't remember.
You was just shout people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shout out to I want to shout out the fantasy NFL teams, the players, everyone who's in it.
The teacher.
He didn't make the playoffs.
He didn't make the
He's
playoffs.
not going to make the playoffs. I have made the playoffs because I'm pretty good. I want to shout out a few other people. Shout out to everyone engaged on ITCH4INFO. Shout out to all my new team and my new work, loving it, enjoying it. Shout out Boris Johnson and all the cabinet and all the MPs for throwing a party in lockdown, you bunch of wankers, whilst we were suffering and staying home, dealing with a lot of issues, maybe even mental health issues. And you went behind people's backs and you acted like a bunch of wankers.
Yeah, I mean, there was a rant on Boris featured on, well, it didn't feature on the pod before, but when the petrol crisis happened,
Yep.
there was actually something that couldn't be released.
There
Due
was
to
a
the
pre-record. That
language
wasn't me.
and profanities.
That
And
wasn't me.
I will never confirm or deny if it was me or not. You have to figure that out for yourselves.
But I do just want to say, yeah, fuck you, Boris.
Fuck you, Boris. So we'll end it on that, and we'll end it as usual. Stay sharp, be sharp, Lee sharp, and educate yourself.